We'll begin in just a really short, simple meditation to begin our practice, just so we can all get centered and grounded and focused. As you find your seat, just let your eyes close and start to feel those inhales and exhales moving through your nostrils. Let's just let our focal point be the nostrils right now. As you notice the breath there at the nostrils, maybe you can be aware of if that breath is a little bit cooler on the inhale, maybe a little warmer on the exhale. Perhaps even following the breath back through the nostrils in towards the sinuses. And after a few breaths, you might notice that as soon as you try to focus your attention, the mind starts to wander. It slowly starts to creep in and attempts to take you away from this quality of awareness that you're striving for. So as best you can, each time you notice that your mind has drifted somewhere else, just come back to the nostrils. Start to become so sensitive that you might even feel the breath on your upper lip as it moves in and out through the nose. Nice. Now begin to bring your palms together and start rubbing your palms together. So you're creating some heat and some friction. So rub, 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 rub. Yeah, creating some warmth. Place one of your palms just over your forehead. Just lay it across your forehead over the third eye. Place the other palm at the base of your skull, with the occipital lobe behind your head. You can't do this wrong, so just placing your hands on your head. Just take a few breaths here, feeling the warmth of your hands, letting the heat of the hands soak in, calm the mind, quiet the chitter-chatter. The offering here is the task at hand, which is to concentrate fully on what you're doing in each and every moment, allowing everything else to dissolve away, fade into the background. And let the hands draw down towards the heart center, palms together at prayer. And in this moment, set any intentions for your practice today. Maybe it's something that you need out of the practice, something you're looking to generate, cultivate, step into. Good. And then from here, you can release your hands and go ahead and find your way to a tabletop pose on your mat. So just coming to your hands and your knees. As you find your way onto your palms, we'll just move through some cat-cows just to warm up the body a little bit this morning. So breathing in and pulling your chest forward, lifting your heart. Exhaling to round your spine. Push your spine up towards the ceiling. Tuck your pelvis. Pull your chin towards your chest. And again, let the inhale breath initiate the movement. Sits bones lifting, rolling your chest forward, pressing down into your palms. Exhale breaths, rounding your spine back, tucking the pelvis under, pressing down into the palms. Inhale, roll open again into cow. Take a few more on your own, just very mindful, remembering our intention this morning to just be fully here with what you're doing now. Feel every movement, every breath. Next time that you exhale, let's curl the toes under and stretch back into your first down dog. Won't be here for very long, just a couple of breaths, maybe just checking in with sensations that are held in the back of the legs and calves and ankles, behind the knees and the hips. And start to walk your feet towards your hands. Come to the top of your mat. Inhale to stand, so rise all the way up. Reach your arms overhead. And bring the hands down to the heart. Now place your hands onto your ribs, your front body somewhere. Probably the lower ribs where you can feel a lot of movement of air. And just close your eyes, root down through your feet. Feel your tailbone dropping towards your heels and take a few breaths, feeling the breath in the body, widening the ribs towards the hands. Just notice how good it feels to take a nice deep breath. The greatest gift of all, this breath in our lungs. Go ahead and exhale, feeling the ribs drawing back in. Feel the navel pull towards the spine. Blink the eyes open and release the arms at the sides, Tadasana. We're going to inhale the arms overhead. Big breath in, gazing up. Exhale to swan dive forward. Lead with your heart, bowing into your legs. With your inhale breath, come up to a flat back. Start to stretch your chest forward, move the tops of your thighs back. Then stepping your right foot back. So right foot steps back, finding lunge. Come onto your fingertips and just move around a little bit here, checking out what's going on in the hips, maybe hips side to side a little bit. Then plant your palms down and return to a downward dog. So pick your left foot up, try not to drag it. Step it back next to the right foot. Come into plank pose, top of a push-up. Spin your triceps back, your biceps forward, firm your belly, and then just drop your knees down, followed by your chest and your chin. So this is called knees, chest, and chin. From here, rolling out onto your belly and pointing your toes. Reaching your toes back, begin to lift your chest, a little cobra. Waking up those back body muscles, pull the shoulder blades in. Tuck your toes, move your hips back to your heels. Just stretching out into a little mini child's pose for a moment. And then rising back up to downward dog. So lifting the knees, taking the thighs back, and reaching the heels down. Take your right leg and lift it up towards the ceiling. Let's bend the knee and open up the hip. So the right foot is pressing towards the left side of your space. Your right knee is up towards the sky. Maybe take some little tiny knee circles. And then extend the right leg up. Step as softly as you can between your thumbs. Pausing here, a little different. From your lunge, left fingertips stay down. Start to peel the right arm up into a twist. Hug the outer right hip in towards midline. Make your left leg strong. Pull the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale. And then exhale the right hand down. Stepping your back foot forward, it meets the front foot. Come up to a flat back. Elongate through the crown of your head. And then exhale, forward fold down into your legs. Inhale to rise, so push down, reach up. And bring the hands to the heart. Arms go back up. Inhale, breath, fill your lungs up. Big swan dive forward, lead with your heart. Halfway lifting, in breath. Left foot goes back, pause in your lunge. Check out what's happening on this side. Maybe shifting forward and back on your left toes. Circling the hips around, side to side. Plant your palms. Try to pick your right foot up to step back. A little bit of core in there. Coming to your downward dogs. Exhale, breath here. Then breathe into plank. Top of a push-up. Let your knees drop, your chest drop, and your chin drop. Flatten your belly down to the floor, so just slide out. Point your toes and lift your chest, baby cobra. Inhaling here into the heart space. Tuck your toes, move your hips to your heels. Exhale. Rise back up, come to your palms, press back, downward facing dogs, hips high, thighs back. Take an inhale here. And an exhale here. Press into the palms, left leg up, bend the knee and open up the hip. And once again, if you'd like, tiny little knee circles. Stacking the hips, squaring the chest. And then reach the left leg high. Step forward. In your lunge, right hand stays down. Left arm goes up towards the sky, taking that twist. Pull the left hip back and in, squeeze your right thigh a lot. Lower your left hand down to the floor and step forward. Right foot comes to meet the left foot. Halfway lift, in breath. Forward fold, out breath. Reach the arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Feel your feet really planting and rooting, arms reaching high. Then lower the hands down to the heart. Circle the arms back up, inhale, breath. Forward fold, breathing out. Halfway lift, fully focused on what you're doing right here, right now. Step your right foot back. Going into that lunge again, but this time stay high on your back toes. Come all the way up into a crescent lunge here. And just take a few breaths as you kind of maybe pulse down into this deeper lunge. A little lift and lower of the hips. Left knee is in line with that second toe. Back heel is popped up over the toes. Stretch up vertically. Lower the hands back down as your palms touch. Step back into plank. So now we go right back to a high plank pose. Now if you'd like to drop your knees down like we've been doing, you're welcome to. Otherwise, maybe you want to lower in one line to hover or to land. If you hover, elbows in line with shoulders. Flip the feet and start to roll your chest open into either cobra or upward dog. Take a nice big breath in, lift to the crown. And then right into downward dog. Exhale, rolling over those toes. Take a breath here in. Open your mouth up. Just go, let it go. Let's take right leg up. Inhaling. Once again, bend the knee, open up the hip. Stacking your right hip over your left. Maybe you feel a little more space there this time. Maybe roll the ankle. Extend your right leg high. Step forward between your thumbs. Crescent lunge again this side though. So right knee is over ankle, come up. Reach the arms overhead. Try to lift your front left hip up. At the same time, drop your tailbone down. Squaring the hips forward. Very good. Now lower the left hand to the inside of the right foot and just circle. Right arm up to the sky. And let's just take a couple of these big circles with the right arm. So we just want to lubricate the right shoulder joint, get some blood flow into that joint. Warm up the shoulder, upper back, and chest. Reach up through the right arm. Gaze up at your right thumb. Maybe look up with your left eye. Exhale the right hand down and step forward. Left foot meets the right foot. Halfway lift, in breath, lengthen. And then fold into your legs, breathing out. Rise to stand, so inhale breath. Reach overhead. Hands to the heart. Exhale. Remember to be fully here with what you're doing. That's your challenge this morning. Reach the arms back up. Full breath in. Dive forward. Big open arms. Take up space. Halfway lifting. In breath. Left foot goes back. Again, rising for crescent. Nice and strong with control. Reach up. Maybe pulse into this hip a little bit. Remember, front left hip up, tailbone down. That's what's going to give you the best stretch into the front of your left hip. Lower the hands down. Lift the right foot, step back to plank. Lowering in your style, so whether that's knees, chest, chin, or to the floor, moving through your back bend, try to pull the shoulder blades closer. Hover the kneecaps, up dogs. Downward dogs, pressing back, hips high, thighs back. Nice big breath in. Open the mouth. Left leg goes up. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Maybe roll the left ankle out. Get those last pops and clicks out. Good. Extend your left leg. Step between your thumbs. Rise again for crescent. Arms come up overhead. Good. Pull the right hip up. Drop the tailbone down. Keep the back leg strong. And then bring your right palm to the floor. Circle the left arm all the way up to the ceiling. And keep moving this left arm. So left arm circles down, back, and then up. Notice maybe what's different if you get any crackles or pops in this left shoulder. And then reach up through your left arm, gaze up with your right eyeball to your left thumb to get the neck involved. Exhale your left hand down, step forward with the back foot. Come up halfway, inhale, breath, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, come all the way up to stand. Reach your arms all the way up overhead. And then plant the hands together at the heart. Circle the arms up, big breath in. Diving forward, lean over the legs and fold into the legs. Fold and stretch. Halfway lift, in breath, pull heart forward. Step right foot back. Step left foot back, plank. So we're finding plank pose, hold plank pose. In plank, lift your right toes. Bring your right knee towards your nose. Step your right foot back. Lift left toes. Left knee towards nose. Step back. Right toes up, knee towards nose. Right foot back. Left toes up, knee towards nose. Left foot back. Last round. Right toes up, knee towards nose. Step back. Left toes up, knee towards nose. Step back, downward dog. Push the floor away. Feel that heat in the belly. Start to fade with a few breaths. And then we're going to roll towards an up dog, skipping the chaturanga. So shifting forward like plank. Keep your toes as they are. Let your hips melt down. pull your chest forward. So that heat we built in the belly will help to protect the low back, so keep the legs and the core engaged. And then just drop your head, roll it back into a downward facing dog. Take your right leg up towards the sky, big breath in. Again, open up the hip. So getting juicy into those hip flexors, flex the foot. Right leg goes high. Step forward between your thumbs. Take crescent again, so arms come up. Find your balance here. Then take your left arm forward and your right arm back, so you're in a twisted crescent pose. Reaching back through the right arm, your left hip is reaching towards the front of your space. Keep your legs strong and then sit a little bit deeper into the front knee. Let's take a big breath in, a long breath out. And then turn for warrior two. So the left arm circles up and around, back heel pivots down, and you're gazing over your right fingertips now. And looking over the right fingertips, track the right knee in line with the second toe of your right foot. Take an inhale. Sit a little deeper, exhale. Reverse your warrior, so reach your right arm up and stretch it back. And then cartwheeling your hands down, frame your front foot. Pick up your back leg, shifting into your right foot. Turn your inner left side to the sky so your hips are squared, and take a standing split. Letting your head drop towards the toes. Some of you might bring right hand to ankle. Some of you may be feeling really brave. Left hand to the ankle maybe. From here, fingertips on the floor, come up halfway and take a Shiva squat. So put your left knee behind your right knee and just bend both legs. Exhale here, and then inhale, reach your left leg back up. Exhale, bend both knees. Inhale your left leg back up. Exhale, bend both knees. Inhale your left leg back up. Left foot next to right foot, top of the mat. Come up halfway, inhale, breath. Forward fold, exhale. And then come all the way up to stand, big breath in. Tailbone towards heels, arms reaching high. Hands to the heart, exhale. Circle the arms up, big breath in. And dive forward, exhale. Halfway lift, in breath. Left foot steps back. Find lunge pose. Then step back to plank pose. Spread the fingers wide, root through the finger pads and knuckles. Lift your left toes. Stay in plank, hips are low, knee towards nose. Left leg back. Right toes up, knee towards nose. Right leg back. Left toes up, knee towards nose. Left leg back. Right toes up, knee towards nose. Right leg back. Left toes up, knee towards nose. Last round. Left leg back. Right toes up, knee towards the nose. Squeeze. Right leg back. Take down dog. So hips go high. Heels melting towards the mat. Take a nice big breath in. Pour it out through the mouth. And then shift towards plank. Pass through plank for that upward dog on your toes. Pull your chest through, lift your heart high. Exhale back to downward dogs. Left leg goes up towards ceiling, bend the knee, open up the hip again. Spread the toes, flex the foot. Try to reach your right heel back down into the mat. And then extend left leg high, step forward, and take crescent again, so arms come up overhead. We're going to take the crescent into a twist. Right arm forward, left arm back this time. Reach out through your fingertips, The right hip is moving towards the right hand, chasing the right hand. Sit a little bit deeper into the knee. Twist a little further through your center, through your core. Maybe gaze back. Warrior two. So just circle the arms. Back heel down, arms go out wide. Pull the belly button up. Pull the shoulder blades together. Get wide, reach out. Exhale, sit deeper. Reverse your warrior, peaceful warrior. Reach your left arm back. Cartwheel your hands down and lift your back leg right into a standing splits on the left side. Try to drop the outer right hip down. Lift from the inner right thigh. Maybe the hands come to the back of the left leg or ankle. Bring your forehead towards your knee. Spread those right toes. One or both hands to the ankle. Let gravity have your upper body. Drop your crown towards your toes. Fingertips on the floor. Come up halfway. Bend both knees into a little squat, a little curtsy squat. Come back up to standing splits. Inhale the toes to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale the right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale the right leg to the sky. Exhale the right foot next to the left foot. Inhale halfway up. Fold over your legs, breathing out. And then come all the way up to stand. Big breath in, reach the arms overhead. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a breath and really be present to the breath. Be here now. And check out your feet. Bring them together. Big toes are touching. And then we're going to sit into chair. So you're going to bend the knees, stretch the arms up. Palms turning in, pinkies turning in. Grow longer through your tailbone. Drop heavier into your heels. Bringing your hands behind your back, clasp all 10, and use this bind to stretch your knuckles back to help you to open up your chest just a little bit more. Keep floating your thumbs up, away from your tailbone. At the same time, try to drop your tailbone down. Take one more breath here. Sit a little deeper. And press up to stand. Keep your arms this way. Take your feet one heel toe apart. Open up your chest. And then fold forward. Allow those knees to bend. You're taking your knuckles overhead in this bind. Shake your head out. Maybe a yes, maybe no. Be totally present right here, right now. Feel the texture of your yoga mat under your feet. Take the weight out of the toes. Feel your arms start to fall forward. The head start to fall down. Take one more breath here. Release your hands to the mat. Crawl your fingertips forward. Take a nice big breath in. And then stepping your right foot back, followed by the left into plank. In your plank, spin the soft part of your right elbow forward so the crease turns forward. Roll towards the outer right foot. Stack the left on top of the right and take a side plank. Left arm might go up towards the sky. You can keep the hand on the hip. If you need to modify, put the right knee on the floor. Flex your toes. Make your legs strong. Feel those hips lift just a little bit more. Maybe in a brave moment, you gaze up. Lower the left palm. Turn the soft part of your left elbow forward. Roll to the outer left foot. Stack your right foot on top of your left. Grip the floor with that left palm and take your right arm up. Feel your hips elevate just a little bit more. Inner spiraling the thighs, the leg muscles are turned on. Maybe gaze up. Lower the right palm. Roll to the toes, press back, downward dogs. Take a big inhale. Push the heels down, push your chest towards your toes, let it go. And let's take that roll to an up dog. So keeping the toes tucked under as they are, hips melt down, pull your chest through, make your legs strong. Zip up through the belly. Chin rolls to chest, press back into downward dog. Take the right leg to the sky, bend the knee, open up the hip. Try to pull your right heel closer to your left glute this time. So you're firing up your right hamstring muscle. Reach your left heel into the floor. Pull your outer left hip back a little bit. Extend right leg, stepping between thumbs. Come up crescent, arms up overhead. Take the vertical twist, so left arm forward, right arm goes back. And this time, can you bring your right fingertips to the back of your left leg? Stretch your left arm up. Lunge deeper into the front knee and keep that back leg super strong. Breathe into your left side body. Turn for warrior two. Just like before, locking the arms around, back heel pivots to the mat, gaze to the right. Sink a little bit deeper, flip your right palm and take reverse warrior once again. This time maybe the right hand catches the back of your head. Push your head into your palm, opening up the right side of your chest even more. But as you come forward, we're moving into a half moon. So the right hand goes beyond the right toes by about 6 to 8 inches. Back leg lifts up. So half moon pose, left arm goes up towards the sky. Roll the right hip under the left. Flex the left foot. Breathe here. Widen the arms. Make the back leg super strong. Breathe. Slowly dropping your left hand down, keeping your left leg high. Square off the hips. Fold into that standing leg, standing splits pose. Spread your left toes, lift them even higher. And then bring your knee all the way down to the floor, left knee all the way down to the outside of your right heel. So you land your left knee down to the floor, outside your right heel, and then you sit. So you have your right foot on the floor, it's just outside your left thigh. Got that? All right. Right fingertips back, left arm goes up. With an exhale, hook your left elbow outside the right knee and begin to turn and look over your right shoulder. So Ardha Matsyendrasana, a little seated twist. Nice rinse for the spine. Every inhale breath from your tailbone, try to lift vertebra by vertebra up through the crown of your head. Every exhale, maybe there's a little more rotation available. Good. Unravel to look forward. What we're going to do is lean into this front foot again. So as you lean into the right foot, bring your fingertips down. Can you come back towards standing splits? You just lift the left leg back up. Right toes are down. And then bring your left foot to meet your right foot. Bend the knees, come up, chair pose, Utkatasana. Stay deep in your chair. Again, join your hands behind your back. Interlace all 10, stretch knuckles back, feel your chest open up. Drop your tailbone, drop your hips, lift your thumbs. Drop your tailbone, drop your hips, lift your thumbs, suck the belly in, and then stand all the way up. Feet hip width distance again. Big breath into the chest. And forward fold, exhale. Head drops down, relax the neck. Maybe shake the head yes, shake the head no. Fingertips can drop down to the mat. Come up halfway, breathing in, stepping your left foot back, and then your right foot back into high plank. Good. In your high plank, this time, turn the elbow forward, soft crease of the elbow forward, roll to the outer left foot, and either stay in the side plank, or if you feel like playing around a little bit, bring your right foot towards your inner left thigh and take a side tree. So your right foot and your inner left thigh are glued together, your hips are lifting. You might feel that the bottom of your left foot starts to come into the mat more than the outer edge. Lower your right palm, step your right foot back to meet the left, switch sides. Soft part of right elbow forward, outer edge of right foot. Staying inside plank or grabbing a hold of left ankle, help to position that heel high up the inner thigh. Begin to lift your hips, reach your left arm towards the sky. Left palm down, left foot back, downward dogs. Press into the heels, thighs move back, palms sink down. Take a nice big breath in, out, and then roll to that up dog. So come over the toes, hips drop, heart pulls forward, and then downward dog, roll it back. Adho Mukha. Left leg goes high, open up the hip, pull your heel towards your glute, turn on your hamstrings. Try to reach your right heel down and pull your outer right hip back. Extend left leg, stepping forward, rising for crescent, arms up overhead. Vertical twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Stay here or take your left fingertips to your right leg. Stretch your right arm up. Sink deeper. Turn for warrior two, gazing over your left fingertips. Reverse your warrior. Inhale, maybe left hand catching back of the head. Push the head into the hand. And as you come forward, it's that half moon. Left fingertips beyond the left toe tips. Right leg up, right arm up. Roll the left hip under and back. Press out through your right heel like you're standing on the back wall with your right foot. Inner spiral your right thigh a little, so take your inner thigh back and then move your heel back more. Stay here or look up. Circle your right hand down, standing splits. Square off your hips, fold into your left leg. And then bring your right knee to the floor outside your left heel and sit inside the right foot. Left fingertips go back, right arm goes high. And then hook the elbow to the outside of the knee and start to spin your chest. Every in-breath creates some lift up through the crown, and every out-breath, maybe there's a little bit more rotation, twisting around your center. come forward. You're going to push into this left foot. So shifting your weight, push into left leg, sweep the right leg up, standing splits. And then right foot meets the left foot. Bend the knees for chair, Utkatasana. Different from the last time, interlace your hands overhead. Flip your palms up, squeeze your knees in. Float up onto your toe tips. Take a little step back. Float up onto your toes so that your heels are up off the floor. Keep your arms in alignment with your ears, so you keep your arms on either side of your head, start to come down halfway. You're way up on those toes. You're pressing your palms forward. You're gazing to the floor. 3, 2, heels up. Heels down first, hands down, forward fold. Come up to a flat back, lengthening the spine. And then forward fold. Give the knees a little bend, slowly come all the way up to stand. And then step your left foot back, turning towards the long edge of your mat. Good. Hands at your hips, take a nice big breath in. Forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. So hands come down. Let your head drip towards the floor. Give your head a little shake maybe. Use your hands to go deeper if you'd like. You can go upside down here too. Good. From your wide-legged forward fold, walk your hands forward, come up halfway, walk towards the top of your yoga mat, and step back, downward dogs. Take your right leg up towards the sky. Open up the hip. This time, finally, option for wild thing. Drop the right toes behind you and reach your right arm forward. Good. Bring your right foot forward. Come into the crescent lunge. Twist again, left arm forward, right arm back. You know it. Right fingertips to the back leg, left arm goes up. Warrior 2. Gaze over the right fingertips. Reverse warrior, right hand maybe to the back of the head. Half moon, right hand down, left leg goes up. This time, little challenge for you. Bring your left hand down, square off your hips. Leave your left hand there under the shoulder, bring your right hand to your hip. Start to twist towards the right, reach your right arm up to the sky. Revolved half moon. Hold here. 5, 4, back leg is strong. Reach through the toes. 3, 2, and then 1. Bring your right hand down. Take a fold into your right leg. And then bring your left foot down to meet your right foot. And as you stand, bring your right knee towards your chest. So you're standing in Tadasana, but your right leg is up. Left hand to right knee. Right arm starts to reach back. Now you can stay here, or if you're wanting to go a little bit further, left foot to right. Left hand to right foot. Right arm goes back. Or keep your left hand to the outside of the right knee. Roll the outer right hip down. 3, 2, and then 1. Come back forward. Rebend the knee. Set the foot down to the floor. Feet together. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Reach the arms up. Interlace your hands. Flip your palms. Come onto your tippy toes. Keep your arms in line with your ears. Come halfway down. Lift your heels higher. 3, 2. Heels down first, then the hands land. And drop the head. Soften your knees. Roll all the way up to stand. As you come to stand, hands on your hips. Step your right foot back. Go to a wide stance. Check that your feet are parallel. Inhale, lift your heart. Forward fold, come down. This time, taking a new hand position. Either grab a hold of your big toes, index, middle, or join your hands around your low back. Interlace the hands and lift the knuckles. Few breaths here.
I still watch you when you're grooving, as if through water from the bottom of a pool. You're moving without moving, and when you move,
And then walk your fingertips forward, come up halfway. Walk to the left. Step back to downward dogs. Rolling over the toes, taking the up dog with the toes tucked. Make your legs strong, core strong. Lift back to downward dog. Take your left leg to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip, and maybe, if you'd like, flip it around. Drop your left toes. Reach your left arm forward. Bring your left foot forward, taking crescent lunge. Right arm forward, left arm back. You're taking the vertical twist. Left fingertips, back leg. Circle it around, warrior 2. Reverse, warrior, left hand back of head. Half moon, left hand down, right leg up. Right hand down. Square off your hips. Leave your right hand under your shoulder, left hand at your hip. Turn your chest to the left, reach your left arm up. Lift the head of that right thigh bone. 5, 4, 3, 2. Left hand down, standing splits. Right foot meets the left foot. As you stand, bring the left knee with you, hands at the heart. You can keep this left knee bent, right hand outside of the knee, left arm goes back. If you'd like to go deeper, right hand takes left foot, straighten the leg. One more breath where you are. And then soften the knee, bend the knee, look forward, release that foot down. Good, standing with your feet hip width distance. Inhale the arms up. Dive forward, exhale. Here, soften your knees. Grab your elbows, let your head hang. Maybe take a little sway side to side. Try not to grip with your toes or your jaw. And then turn the toes out, hands down, and take a squat into Malasana. Bring the palms together at your heart. Press the knees wide with the elbows. And then just reach forward so you have some counterbalance to drop bottom down to the floor. Soles of the feet come together. Pull the heels in pretty close, as close as you can. If you need to use some props underneath the knees, you can do that. Pillow or some blankets. Inhale, lift your chest. Let your feet open like a little book. So the inside portion of your feet should be peeling open, pinky toe side touching. And then lean forward into your fold. It's okay if your head doesn't come down. Just let it hang here. A few more breaths here. You lift your head, lift your gaze. Come up to sit and take your hands to the outsides of the knees. Just help those legs to come back in. Take your feet hip width distance, and then take your hands back, fingertips forward. Lift your chest first, take a nice big breath in, and then as you exhale, push into the feet, start to drive the heels down, bringing the hips up in line with your knees. You might have to walk your feet out. You want the shins kind of perpendicular and parallel. So start to press your chest up, maybe drop the head back. Take one more breath. Press the hips up. Lower your hips slowly down and straighten your legs out. From the legs going straight out, come high up into the sits bones. You might rock around a little bit. And then take those arms up overhead, preparing for Paschimottanasana. So hinge forward, grab a hold of whatever is available. Take another in-breath, gazing forward, unshrug the shoulders, and start to fold into your legs. Remember, you're still working to stay present. Even in these longer holds, the mind wants to wander even more so sometimes. So extra aware of the tendency for the mind to want to wander in these kind of pauses. And just coaxing your attention back to the breath. I love the reminder that there's 23 hours of the day that you are welcome to just be lost in thought. Just this time that you've carved out to just be here. And so try something new. Maybe the mind's habit is to think about certain things or go to certain thoughts. Try something new. Be with your breath. Start to walk your hands back in, coming up to sit. And then we're going to take a pose called Agni Stambhasana, fire log pose. We're going to start with the right shin on the bottom. Actually, I'll guide you into Sukhasana first in case that's where you want to go. So let's have left shin in front, right shin behind. So it's like you're sitting crisscross applesauce. This is one option. You can fold from here and get a great stretch for the hips. Or the next level up would be stacking your left shin on top of your right shin so that your shins are stacking, your feet are flexed. If you need some of the props at home that you might have, like a blanket, can go underneath the left knee to give you some extra support. When you're ready to, you can start to take the fold. If you need to stay upright though, that's an option too. And just breathing into those hips. Watch the jaw too. Sometimes when we go into deep hip openers, for whatever reason, the jaw responds, starts to do all the work. And so move the jaw around a little bit. Maybe open the mouth and just let a ha breath go. Good. From your fold, you can start to walk your hands back in slowly. Gently releasing the top shin. If you're doing Sukhasana, you're sitting now with the right shin in the front. If you're going into Agni Stambhasana, right shin on top. Feel free to use any kind of props needed. Staying here or folding. And go ahead and walk your hands back in. And let your right shin, if it's not already, cross in front of the left so that you are sitting Sukhasana. Rest your hands on your knees. Let's just take a neck roll or two. So kind of dropping the head around, circling the neck. Just letting yourself just arrive once again here on the mat in this space. We're going to take a little pranayama practice before we go to Shavasana. We'll bring your head to neutral. Bring your left index and thumb to touch in Gyan Mudra and place the back of the hand to the knee, palm up. Then curl your right index and middle finger to your palm in what's called Vishnu Mudra, so your pinky, ring, and thumb are still extended. Always start with an inhale through the left side, so plug your right nostril with your thumb, closing the eyes. Breathe in through your left nostril, 5. Plug your left nostril, exhale through your right, 5. Stay where you are, breathe in 5. Plug the right, exhale through the left 5. Inhale through the left 5. Exhale through the right 5. Inhale through the right 5. Exhale left 5. In through the right 5. Out through the left 5. In through the left 5. Out through the right 5. So notice we always switch for the exhale. So keep going like this. End with an exhale through your left nostril. When you've completed that exhale, return your right hand to your knee, Gyan Mudra. Let's take a pause. And then you're welcome to remain in seated meditation or to lie back now for Savasana. So that's up to you. Noticing your next breath. Wherever you are, whether you're in Shavasana or meditation, you can start to come into some deeper breaths. Start to move around a little bit. If you're on your back, wiggle your fingertips and toes. If seated, maybe some neck rolls or some torso rolls. If you're on your back, roll to one side and slowly make your way up to sit. Bring your palms together in front of your heart, and with a soft bow towards your own heart space, just offering gratitude to yourself for carving this time out during your day to just realign with a side of yourself that is more peaceful, calm, grounded, connected. I hope that this practice will serve you as you move through the remainder of your day. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you know peace. Namaste.